Hey guys, if you give me 5 minutes, I will show you 4 steps which generated me over $20 million on selling my products on Amazon. You know, selling on Amazon is like baking a cake. It's not enough if you have all the ingredients. You need to put the ingredients together in right order, in right time. And so we have generated a lot of sales with these 4 single steps, which you will learn by watching this video. Now let's get to the content. Let's start this way that the quote that I always like to say that my mom always told me that repetition is a mother's skill. We're going to repeat some stuff that sometimes is often forgotten, or sometimes it's kind of like it's a common sense, but it's just not a common sense because when you haven't practiced this enough, then it hasn't become a common sense. And it's just a system that I'm going to walk through the big picture first with you guys, and so it will help you to kind of memorize, you know, the Amazon business is actually not so difficult and not so rocket science at all. And as long as you approach everything from the perspective of stages and systems. So that's why I'm calling the Amazon Product Success System, because it will help you to think more clearly and have more clarity. And it's really simple. We have, as on the sales masterclass, I'm teaching that we have basically, after you have product shipped to Amazon, we have a preparation, launch, optimization, and ranking. And we're going to need to bypass these 4 stages before we run out of stock with the first order. Hopefully we can do that. And every stage has checklists and with end results, because end results we need to achieve before we can move from one stage to another stage, right? And I want to kind of talk quickly about them, even though if you know them, some people don't, some students I'm speaking to them and they don't kind of have a clue about it, even though we have that already there. And so it's nice that we can repeat some of the success factors. Now, let's go talk about preparation. In the Motion 3 preparation stage has 21 steps, and basically it ends with the end result. And end result is really simple. It has a few reviews, let's say just few reviews, and the listing is active. So you're gonna go through every single step, complete one task at a time, and you shouldn't move to the next stage before your listing is active, right? So preparation stage means that we're going to build the competitive listing on Amazon and we activate it, and hopefully we can also get some reviews immediately, okay? So after we have activated our listing and hopefully got some reviews as quickly as possible, we're going to proceed to the launch. And the reason I don't want to proceed to the launch without single review is really simple, and I'm going to explain you in a minute. Now, in the product launch stage, we're gonna gather information. One more time, we're gonna gather information. That's the whole point of the product launch. We're gonna gather information through paid advertisements to validate our product and listing attractiveness and health. Guys, that's what we speak about launch. And it's really important to understand that launch is not where you're gonna make millions. Launch is not the place where you're going to get stuck. At the beginning, a lot of people get stuck in the launch, and that's where they are, and that's it. Now they're thinking, what's going to go be? What should we do now? My product doesn't sell. My product doesn't go further.
Oh my God, what happened?
Yeah.
Why I don't have any sales?
Yeah. And the reason we are stuck there is because we don't understand that launch is not for making money. Launch is for gathering information that will help you to make money. Cool. So that's why it's important. Now, after shipping our product first time to Amazon, our overall goal is to have enough confidence to reorder before we run out of stock. Can everybody agree that? I hope so, right? Because you know what? You put money on that stock, right? You buy some stuff, you send it to Amazon, and now Do you want to order more? Do you want to send more money to supplier for something you don't even know that it makes you money? Obviously not, right? So the overall goal, it's not a launch goal, but in overall goal, before we run out of stock, we have to have this confidence, right? So now in order to have this confidence to reorder, we must understand first, is our product attractive, competitive? Is it listing attractive, competitive, right? If yes, where is it attractive, competitive? If no, can we make my product attractive and competitive? Am I able to make profitable sales, and how fast can I earn my money back? Really simple. That's basic common sense, right? Because I don't want to reorder before I am confident about my product, right? This is not a child that it's born, you have to be with this for the rest of your life. So now, in order to have enough confidence to reorder, we must understand first, is my product, does it has a good quality, right? Is it attractive? Where is it attractive? Or how can I make it attractive, right? Am I even able to make it attractive or healthy, right? And can I make money, and how fast can I make money with this product, right? And that's why the product launch is there, guys. And I can't emphasize enough how many people are stuck with their products in the product launch, and they're wondering, what is that I'm gonna do next? Why? So product launch checklist is, again, we have 16 steps. All these steps are explained in a module 4, Amazon Sales Masterclass. And as again, product launch has its own end result. Without that end result, I don't want you to guys move to the next stage, right? And so it's a step-by-step action list. It's a version number 1, complete one task at a time and don't move to the next stage, right? And so what is that end result? The end result is simple. We have some reviews. Well, on the previous screen, we saw 10 reviews, but at least some reviews, 5 to 10, 5 to 20. The more the merrier, right? And reviews, we have 20 clicks on at least, and 5 sales on at least 3 keyword phrases. Again, more the merrier, right? But basically, we need at least 3 to 4 or 5 sales on keyword phrases from ads. The reason we want to have that is because we want to validate the realistic attractiveness and health. So now, one of the ideal launch results are, I'm going to show you now, I'm just covered some other information which you don't need to see, but basically, you see, I have 5 keywords there in my list. I have a lot of clicks, at least 20 clicks, right? I have more 20 clicks. I have 20 clicks, and I have at least 5 sales per keyword, right? This is the ideal, and these 5 keywords are my most relevant keywords for my product, right? So that's the ideal launch result. Remember that, because this information will give us really, really good data on how to move forward. If you cannot acquire this information quickly, you will sit on launch and wonder, what should I do? Why my product doesn't sell? Where I'm at? You're lost in the woods, right? and that's why the product launch, the launch stage always ends with the evaluation. We have this evaluation report, and this evaluation report basically gives us 4 options to proceed. Now, I'm covering these 4 options next, but remember, the reason I'm speaking and systematizing all that stuff is because you will have more easier way to think about things, right? So the number 1 option you will have after launching your products, is drop the whole product. When do you do that? You drop the product when you have lots of bad reviews because of the quality, right? You don't want to reorder or continue with that product if your review score is 1 or 2 and you see that the product actually was a bad quality, right? Or And you basically, or your review score is really down compared to competitors, and you think that you're not able to raise it back, right? And you have a product quality issue. Now, again, click-through rate can be 1% or less, and basically conversion rate is below 10%, and these are just optional numbers here. Now, basically, the problem is also sometimes when you have so low profitability, just basically unable to continue. You realized that you entered the market with a product that simply are not able to do profits because prices have gone down. That's an option to do to drop the product a whole. Now, the second option we have is to optimize our product listing, which basically means that we have, review score is good, right? We have a good review score. Our product is not bad, right? The quality is not bad, right? And we have click-through rate between maybe 0.5 or 1%, or maybe sometimes even higher, right? And conversion rate may be also from 0 until to like 15%, right? And optimization is required where your listing, you need to understand that, that what you think is cool might not be cool, right? A lot of people say, like, look at my product, like, look at this listing, like, what's wrong with this? And then I'm comparing that listing to another product listings on Amazon, which is complete common sense. And I'm asking, do you stand out with the main image? No. Well, what about other images? You're showing the same images that the other competitors are showing. You're showing exactly the same images what other people doing, right? You're doing exactly what others are doing. So what happens? You don't stand out, right? If you don't stand out, what happens? People just jumping around on Amazon and they will eventually buy something which is standing out and is more, applicable for their own taste. Now, the second option, optimized product listing, is really common for new Amazon sellers. Because at the beginning, when you did the preparation stage, you didn't do it good enough. You were not good enough. And that's fine, because when you start selling on Amazon, you don't know how to be professional, right? You don't know how to stand out. You create main images that are boring. You create main images that actually disappear into the crowd, right? You may also have a high price or higher price than your competitors, right? And so, it's okay but the reason we're talking about this here is that you understand that sometimes you need to optimize your product before you can go into the races. Now, third option that you have, and in my opinion, that's the best option that can happen after launching your product. After you did the product evaluation, you got these 5 sales on 5 keywords with 20 clicks at least, is to proceed straight to the ranking stage. And of course, number 3 means that you have done an amazing job in the preparation stage. You created an amazing listing and you can immediately go and start ranking and boosting sales. Now, remember guys, the ranking stage basically means that the review score is same or better than competitors' average. Your click-through rate is high. Don't get stuck on the numbers. Usually 3% or 2% or higher is good. For some categories, obviously, the number is different. Conversion is on many exact match keywords is more than 20%. Again, don't get stuck on the number, but still, for some areas, 20%, or many areas, 20% of conversion rate is already considered as a good percentage. And so here you go, guys. I'm going to show you some of the example of 5 keywords, what I showed you before, without hiding numbers. We can see that the first keyword has most of the impressions, and it has conversion rate 16% and click-through rate 3%, 72 sales. Is this good enough for ranking? Maybe. It's already ranked on 9, right? So maybe. 16% is not the best, but it's still considerable. Second keyword, perfect keyword. Perfect keyword to rank top number 1. It has a good click-through rate, good conversion rate, and it has 37 sales, so the keyword has itself proven well. Keyword number 3, not so good. 12% conversion rate. Click-through rate really low. Not gonna go there. I don't care. Keyword number 4, again, might be a good keyword to rank, but don't dump a lot of money there. And the last keyword, again, failed keyword, only 8% conversion rate, and but click-through rate is really, really high. People are clicking the listing, but they're not buying it. 6 sales may not be good data or the best data to make decisions yet. All right, so on this particular moment, if I see something like this after launching my product and gathering information, I already jump into the ranking and rank first and second, and maybe the 4th keyword already. So after launch, your 4th option is to optimize and rank on the same time. This is sometimes when you have a really good keyword, but all the rest of the keywords suck. And it's basically your review score is same as competitors' average, and your click-through rate is maybe not so good. Means that you just want to optimize your main image or price, right? Maybe your price is a little bit too high. Maybe your main image is a little bit sucks, so click-through rate seems to be low. Or some conversion rate maybe is not so good, right? Sometimes some of the numbers are not so good, and then you decide that you change little tweaks, do little tweaks, little optimizations, and then proceed on ranking on the same time because you just don't want to wait. And so basically, product optimization stage is where we are making sure our product is healthy and attractive, right? We can't proceed to the ranking stage with, there's no point going to the ranking stage with lousy car, right? Ranking stage is like, what's the point, right? Dumping money, giving away products for free if your product is not healthy and attractive. So remember now this, guys. Optimization stage is where we boost listing health and attractiveness. And we cannot know that unless we do launch properly, right? If you launch suck, then you cannot know, right? And now, ranking stage, we boost traffic and sales. You know, a lot of people ask, what's wrong with my listing? So I'm asking, so do you need to improve it? Or do you need to improve the health and attractiveness? Or do you need to improve traffic and sales? Which one you need? I don't know, right? So now you see optimization stage and ranking stage, they are complete different purposes, right? And you don't want to proceed to the ranking stage with lousy listing. So important to understand that the difference between optimization and ranking stage, and again, a lot of people don't know that are they having a traffic issue or should they have some other issue, right? And so that's, hopefully this presentation helped you to figure that out, right? And so optimization checklist is, again, really simple. It's basically, you can have a lot of optimization tasks, but basically we choose our tasks ourselves based on the numbers that we get from the launch, and we're deciding these actions by ourselves. Now, the end result of the optimization stage, again, before we can move into the ranking stage, or ranking any keyword actually, is, for me, it's like this. It's, you know, we have at least one keyword phrase with good click-through rate and good conversion. But like, remember guys, if that keyword doesn't have at least 5 sales, it's not, the data is not correct. And the same goes if that keyword is a broad or phrase, I don't know. So the keyword phrase, in my opinion, has to be exact, and in exact match, we can get that information exactly, correctly. If the more sales, the merrier, right? So we don't move to the ranking stage if you don't have those keywords, right? So what's the point? Because ranking stage is expensive. You don't want to dump thousands or hundreds or thousands of dollars into something that doesn't work. You could try, of course, and if you win, please let me know. But the quick overview so far is that your goal with your first order or with your first product that you dump into Amazon is to get to organic sales as soon as possible. So you can be confident about reordering your product. And if you're stuck in no man's land, usually it's a launch stage, then you don't know, right? And now you need to reorder. And now you think like, well, I'm just making maybe 2 or 3 sales per week, or 4 sales or 5 sales. You know, I'm kind of making money, but I'm not really making money. You know, I'm not really feeling success on Amazon. Should I reorder or not? And this is the way how people are losing a lot of time, a lot of money by selling something that actually doesn't sell, or they don't know how to sell. And so let's do a quick recap from the start, so we don't lose the line here, right?
And so just to remind that we need to get to organic sales because so that we are not paying to get every single sale. Exactly. We want to be in a position that we are not paying anything to get sales.
Yes, thanks, Tony. Now, let's do a quick recap so we don't lose the whole point and the way where we are with our talk. So we created listing in the preparation stage, right? We got some reviews. Don't get stuck on a number. We calculated our product for budget for launch. We launched our product. Again, we launched our product. The reason we calculate our budget is for some products, your 1 click is going to cost $4. For some products, it's going to cost $1. Depends how much inventory you have. You need to calculate how many clicks you can buy. So we launched our product with ads to get data. And now we analyze, search and report, and optimize ads until we have enough data to do the product evaluation. And when we do evaluation, we're going to choose the 4 categories the product goes. Either drop the product, optimize the product, rank the product, or do the ranking and optimization at the same time. Right? All right, cool. Let's move on. So after we have done our launch and we decided that we have a good keywords, to rank on, then we can enter the ranking stage. And ranking stage is where you actually are going to boost traffic and conversion. So ranking stage is where you do traffic, conversion, and sales, and it's different from optimization stage again, because our goal is to have enough confidence to reorder before we run out of stock and money. And that's why we need to get ourselves to the first page as cheaply and as fast as possible to start making profits through organic sales before we run out of stock. You know, the worst thing that can happen to your product is that you're just dumping money on ads and you're dumping all the profits to the ads, right? And now you need to reorder your product and you don't know what to do. So that's why ranking stage is important. We need to rank up and get ourselves somewhere, you know, to climb the tree to the first branch, to get somewhere organically to get and start making profits. And so the momentum, and also to get this momentum running, you know, the confidence, you know, the feeling that you are, you know, you're progressing with your sales, you're getting forward with your sales, you're not stuck with your product, you're moving forward, you're seeing sales increase. This is really important for you to move forward with the product and having that confidence and dumping more money with suppliers and reordering more. The worst thing that can happen is, like I said, being in no man's land and not knowing what to do. So in the optimization stage, we tuned up our listing, right? We made it ready for races. And we also found out on which keyword phrases our product is considered as attractive and popular. These are our race tracks, right? And now it's time to race with our product, right? And this is going to cost you money. And for this, we need to have those good keywords from evaluation report to decide which one you're going to go after, right? And so here's one of the examples. Again, one of the good examples of the good keyword, right? 80% conversion rate, incredible. And so on this action step, we simply have to choose the keywords where your product is attractive and wanted by customers. And that always happens after launch in evaluation report, where you find keywords that have a good click-through rate and good conversion rate. So it's important because we want to choose if you choose the bad keywords, your ranking won't stick and you're wasting your time and money. And so you don't want to do that, right? And so you want to be successful with your product, you want to use your money wisely, and that's why, again, launch is extremely important. Now, remember that good keywords are high click-through rate keywords, high conversion rate keywords, really relevant for your product, contains main root seed keyword phrase usually, and you're already ranking on them after launching stage. And Cerebro giveaway amount is something you can bear or afford. That's one of the things I want to quickly mention about that. You know, if you have 500 units in the stock and after launching you have maybe 350 left, you know, don't go after huge keywords which require for you to give away 100 units per day. You can't afford them, right? So you have to kind of start with the long tails. That's why your keyword strategy from starting your product in the launch stage is extremely important. It all depends how much money and inventory you have. And of course, you want to choose the keywords that are not too competitive. You know, don't try to climb to the top of the tree with one jump. You will not make it. You will climb the top of the tree by climbing into one branch first, and then the second branch, and then the third branch. It's also, we call it as a snowball effect on Amazon. And so there's no point being stuck somewhere in a traffic jam, even where everybody has the good cars. And that's why it's important to start with the good keywords. The ranking end result is really simple. You are able to take your product to the first page. You are able to increase sales by yourself. You will see that, okay, I really did my ranking campaign. I had a good click-through rate conversions on that. I really increased my rankings and I increased sales by myself, right? And now I have enough confidence to reorder. And so we must understand first all these stages and of course the end results of these stages. So thank you guys. Now guys, did you check and did you like our 4-step formula how to make your product successful on Amazon? Now if you liked it, then guys, I appreciate it. Just thumbs up, right? And if you think someone would benefit from this video, just send them link to this video and ask them to watch it. Now if you like me to help you, then check the links below this video and we can have a call and we can have a talk, and if it can be useful for you, then that's great. Now thank you for watching and subscribe to our channel. Ciao.